Hey guys, what is up? It is Dangeles, and welcome back to episode 266 of Constructing Los Angeles. How's everybody doing? We're back on the city today, ready to continue to make some progress. I'm going to continue to work on the Beacon Industries building, this enigma of a structure. We're going to keep working on this thing today. We started on it last episode, and I also worked on it a little bit during my stream. Actually, on my last two streams over the weekend, I didn't really get a whole lot of stuff done in this area of the map. I was like working in other spots, doing some road work and things like that. But I was working on this building a little bit. I was able to put in a staircase and an elevator for this building. I actually got the floor plan in for the first level of each one of these floors. So this building, the apartments above the Los Angeles Customs are starting to come together kind of nicely, so I'm going to continue to work on that. It's going to be kind of like a side project for me. But on camera today, I'm going to be working on this building again. Like I said, got some preliminary stuff done last episode, but today I wanted to kind of take another jump with it and continue to make some progress. So just a couple of quick updates that I did during my stream. I just actually put in the elevator shaft. I got that completely finished. I put in a staircase here, which is still really dark. The main issue I'm running into with this building is trying to light it. It's a very difficult building to light, so we're going to work on that today, hopefully. But yeah, we basically have a staircase here that will go all the way up to kind of like the second level, and it doesn't go any higher than that. It just takes you up to right here, and this is where all the cubicles and office space are going to be. So we have our elevator there. But if you wanted to keep going up, you have to take the elevator, and it goes up to these levels, which are along this window that I added last episode. And there, I believe there was 4 of these levels. We got 1, 2, and then we have our third, and our fourth one, I believe, is just a little bit taller of a ceiling. So in this area, this is going to be just extra office space for like high-level executives within this company. And I'll probably put the CEO's office here up on the top floor. And that's basically the layout for the Beacon Industries building. So we had the whole thing laid out. It's just kind of get started furnishing it, and I got to really start to add some more lighting to it today. So I'm going to start off the video by working on the lobby, and I'm going to do something that I tried on stream that I ended up not doing, but I want to give it a chance on the video today and give it a little bit of time, because when you're on the stream, you get instant feedback, and that's a little bit different from like the YouTube comment section. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to kind of chime in on this. And hopefully, we can make a decision on this. But I was thinking about switching this out for black stained glass instead of ice. There's pros and cons to both. For the ice, it's one of the major pros is that there's no lines in the middle, so it looks like a nice pure, glass window, which looks really, really good. One of the cons is that, it doesn't let in as much light as glass does, and also you can't put light next to it, which is, making it difficult for me. And another con is that I've switched out most of the rest of the building to black stained glass already, so it would kind of fit the rest of the theme for the entire building if everything was black stained glass. So plus I think it will look a little bit more modern. So ice windows, at least for me, I think ever since the stained glass came out on Xbox, ice windows for me have kind of been a thing of the past. I don't really use them anymore, not even on like modern builds or really any time. So they were huge back in like 2013 when building ice windows. That was the main thing. But stained glass, I feel like kind of ended that trend. So I'm just going to be kind of, straying away from that. I don't really see myself doing too many ice windows in the future, but we're going to see how this one looks. And of course, I can switch it back. As you can see, it only took me, 2 minutes to switch that out. So it's an easy fix if I wanted to switch it back. My initial thoughts is that I do like that a lot. I think it looks good. We'll have to take a look at it from the outside. I think just the way it matches the glass from above is what I'm really like honing in on, and I like the dark tint to it. So I'm gonna leave it for now, and maybe we can, I'll get some opinions on that from the comments. But anyway, up here, somebody said that I should switch the position of the B on the top of the Beacon Industries building. Since it's facing the ocean, no one's really gonna see it. I should flip it to the other side, and I completely agree with that. So I'm going to do that really quick before I get on with anything else. So let me just quickly grab the blocks I'm going to need here. So we're going to use some stairs, some slabs, and some full blocks, and we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks off the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So, oh wait, hold on. We have to get the level as well. So the first block is going to go along this block. So we'll turn this corner here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to place a block here, take this out 4, take this up 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take this out 4. We're going to place a block here. We're going to place a block here. Let me check what else I got to do. I'm pretty sure we have to place... Yeah, so we have a full block and then some upside down stairs again. And then we have some slabs in the middle. So it's pretty simple. So we have full block, regular stair, full block, upside down stair. And then we have some slabs running across the middle here with a lining of stairs on both sides of that to kind of complete it. And there we go. We have ourselves a nice little B at the top of the Beacon Industries building. So let me get rid of this one. That was a good suggestion. That was something I probably would have eventually changed. But the thing is, I kind of moved the position of this. So, when I originally had this thing over there where the Flower Pot Coffee Shop is, it was probably facing the city. So having it there is definitely good. Let me take a look at it from a distance, though, just to see how it looks. So yeah, definitely you can kind of get the idea of what the building is a little bit more from that angle. So that's totally cool. So we will definitely go with that. And let me fly back down into the lobby and continue to try to light this place up. So I had a couple of ideas. First thing, I'm going to do the dreaded reception desk. And you guys are probably, moaning and groaning right now because, there's a reception desk that has to be done on every single building in this world. So let me just kind of get that out of the way real quick. What I wanted to do for it was maybe a couple of full blocks and then a couple of stairs. And then I want to do... Oh, we can't place those on the regular blocks. So I have to make these full blocks here to place some snow. So let me just do that real quick. And I'll do this the same thing on the other side. I decided to do an underlining of slabs here for this floor because it looks good. It's, a nice stone theme. And I think it fits the area pretty nicely. So I went with that. So I wanted to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Kind of like along the edge of this. Maybe not 2 at the end. Maybe just 6 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I kind of wanted to do kind of like a modern reception desk theme. And actually, it would be ideal if I actually lined this up with a window. So maybe, with the front door. So, the front door is kind of weird a little bit. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4 there, 4 there. So yeah, I probably should move this over an extra block. So let's see. I can make it 1 block shorter. That would probably be a little bit better. Or I can make it 1 block longer this direction. I think I'm going to go with that. So let's do add 2 to that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And just like that, we have ourselves a reception desk. I just got to fix this up real quick. Add an extra slab in the middle. And then behind it, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Oh, crap. I got to place these blocks underneath. I was like, why isn't it working? I think it's kind of annoying that you can't place snow on like regular or like upside down slabs, I should say. I couldn't get the idea there, but I think that's kind of dumb. I wish you could do that, but it's not the end of the world. But if you can place doors on upside down slabs now, you should be able to place snow. I guess they don't want I guess snow has a different factor because doors don't randomly come out of the sky. So snow obviously is a little bit different, but it is what it is. Anyway, let me add a chair here real quick. As far as chair is concerned, I'm just going to do my personal favorite kind of chair, which is an acacia slab and an acacia door. I think that's a nice looking modern chair. So that's the reception desk for Beacon Industries. And then I want to put something in front of this in this space. I was thinking about doing something into the ground, like some sort of water feature with like some sort of fountain coming up. I definitely want to do something like that. So maybe if I did, I don't know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I messed that up. Let me patch this back up. I don't know. I want to do something here in the front, and I'm hoping that it'll turn out nice. So I'm just gonna try it, see how it looks. That's kind of like what these episodes are gonna be on this building. Is I have no idea what looks good and what doesn't look good on this building because it's so weird. It's so different. The interior is just gonna be completely different from any other skyscraper I've done. So I have to really experiment with like the designs. But anyway, let me just like dig this out a couple of blocks, and I want to put like a little water feature. I don't know if this is gonna work. I really don't. There's a little bit of a lighting defect down here. I kind of broke those blocks, and all of a sudden the light was gone. There's a lot of lighting defects in Los Angeles. I've just come to accept it at this point. But I'm gonna try to, when the world is finished on Xbox 360, I'm gonna try to convert it to PC and try to flush out a lot of the lighting defects. there are a couple of different methods that I can do to solve those problems. So I'm going to try to do that before I release the download. But if there is, you know, a couple of lighting issues, like some weird stuff where like there's no light anywhere and it's still lit, you know, that's just the world just kind of messing up. You know, I don't know, maybe because it's old, because it has a lot of stuff on it. It's gone through a lot of updates. I'm not really sure why there's a lot of lighting defects, but you know, it's not the end of the world. It could be a lot worse. The main lighting defect that I run into on this world is things are lit where there's no light placed and there's no natural light. So I'll be like, you know, underground somewhere where there's absolutely no source of light at all, but yet it's still like lit, and that's like weird. So I don't know. It's not the end of the world. It could be a lot worse. It could be like patchy and like bad looking, but you know, I'm not gonna complain. It's the least of like the glitches that I could potentially experience. You know, there could be a lot worse stuff. So a couple of lighting defects isn't gonna drag me down here. But I'm gonna put some beacons at the bottom of this thing here. To be honest, when I started this episode, I had no idea I was gonna be building something like this. This is kind of interesting. But I wanted to put some beacons at the bottom of that, and then some water over top of that. Not 2 blocks tall. That's not what I want. Let's do water here. And then I'm thinking that I want to put like a ring of panes around it. I'm not sure though, because at this point right here, it's a little big. It kind of takes up a lot of space in the room. So maybe I'll trim it down a block. So maybe I'll do this. I will just kind of put like a ring around here with an extra set of slabs, and then place this around the corner. So it kind of like looks like you would drop into it. And we'll do something like that. That's a possibility. I don't know if that's like extravagant enough, because I would like to add something cool. I mean, that is cool, but I don't know if that's like the solution. As far as like ceiling light, but I definitely wanted to do some stuff with this. Several things with the ceiling light. I just have to pick some cobblestone walls and some beacons. Obviously, beacons being the main, you know, theme of this particular business. You know, obviously it's like the whole Beacon Industries thing. So I wanted to just do like an assortment of like cobblestone walls coming down from the ceiling with beacons on the bottom of them as the lighting source for this building. So we'll see if this looks good. It's kind of basic, but hopefully it'll look nice, and it'll light the place up decently enough. That's not bad. I don't know. I was thinking about doing some sort of I don't know, like stained glass theme around it, so maybe I could do that. I don't know, maybe wood cyan stained glass would fit the theme, because we're using a little bit of cyan wool throughout the build. If I did like a ring of cyan stained glass around the rim of this beacon, would that look bad? Would it look good? We're gonna have to find out. Will it make it look not as modern? It's gonna look like Saturn here with the little like orbit ring around it. I don't know about that. Let me see how this would look if I did something like this, because I want it to look like a chandelier kind of, but at the same time not. I think that's a little bit too bulky, so I'm gonna pass on that. But I mean, I can certainly, you know, continue to think about it and come up with something. But for now, this will light the room fairly nicely, so I can live with this. I still don't think I like this here, but the good thing about it is though I can easily just patch it up. So if I come up with something else, but we'll leave that for now. And then behind this, I definitely need to add some more light, and it's gonna have to be natural light, because it's still way too dark in this building. And what I've been doing, and I started this on my live stream, is the way I've been adding natural light to Beacon Industries is basically just kind of like punching a hole open in the wall here, and that looks good. And then I actually like break one level of the slabs and then place some glass, and that's how I've been doing it. And it works pretty good. It adds natural light to the building. It takes away from the exterior mystique a little bit, but I don't honestly think it's that big of a deal. So like if I come out here, there's going to be like a lining of slabs that's not there anymore, and there's going to be glass there instead. You know, does it take away from the outside a little bit? Maybe just a little, but you know, it's just so difficult to light things in Minecraft, you know, without spamming glowstone everywhere. So I need, especially with like a tall ceiling like this, so I need to kind of keep that in mind. Also, there's a lining of glass up here, or sorry, I should say ice, that is still here that I didn't notice. Let me go ahead and switch that out. Get that back to the way it's supposed to be. There we go. But I think I am liking, that is the one thing I do. I am liking. I do like the black stained glass there. I think that's pretty good. So we'll see what else we can come up with. for this lobby here. But we have our elevator, we have our staircase, we have our front desk. Got to figure out what to do with this thing. I really don't like this, honestly, that much. I might just patch this up and try to come up with something different. But the good thing is, you know, all it takes is 6 slabs and a couple of glass breaking, you know, breaking some glass blocks, and we're good to go. Back to the way it was. So, I mean, there's like so many different ideas I could come up with for this space. I had another idea, a little bit inspired from Survival Island. And we kind of had like this beacon trophy monument on Survival Island Season 2 that was really cool. And maybe I could do something like that in the middle of the room. So I could place the beacon and then place some slabs around the corner of that. And that can kind of be like a couple of little monuments there. We could put 2 of these possibly. I'm also going to get rid of these Danville's anvils. They don't really have a spot right there, I don't think. I'm going to need to scrap those. Alright, so let me see. Let's put a block right here. And let's put one right here. So basically 3 blocks. The 3 blocks separate them as like the doorway essentially. So that'll do. So let me go ahead and place... Actually, no, let's move this over 1 block. Should we move it up as well? Yeah, let's move it over up in 1. So right there instead. Alright, so I'm going to place the stairs around the corner. Because I don't want it to, like, take up space in the building. Like, I don't want it to block potential walkway pathways, you know, like, you know, we want it to keep it kind of open. So we'll have a couple of these things. And we can still, you know, cross through there just fine. So those are kind of just, oh, that's a lot better for sure. For doing something for this area. So definitely like that a little bit more. And this, you know, we can still have just like a nice straightaway to the reception desk. I was thinking about doing something else. What was that again? Oh yes, I want to change the front door because the front door is just silly the way it is right now. Let's make it look a little bit better. I was thinking about doing like the revolving door that you see a lot in, like, you know, big cities. You can see the revolving door where they have you know, those, you know, the doors that turn, right? And you could kind of have something like that, and that kind of looks like it, but you can't really actually walk through that, so it's a little impractical for Minecraft, but it's a cool idea. So let me just kind of scrap this real quick, and what I'm going to do instead is I am going to patch this up completely so there's no entrance, and then I'm going to put 2 blocks away from the corner here. I'm going to break open 2 blocks, and then I'm going to place some slabs there, so that's like 1 door, and then right here... Or no, let's do it right here. I'm going to place another door here of 2 blocks. There's 3 blocks in between those 2 doors there. And that'll be the new entrance for the building. As far as like this part out here with the... I don't know. This was meant for another area of the map. So I knew I would have to change this once we came over to this part of the world for this building. So I'm going to get rid of this right now. And I might come up with something else later. What the heck is this? You have like a... Oh, that's the old corner of the road. I'm telling you, I find something that I've like haven't seen in years, like every episode. Alright, so we'll get this back to normal, and then I'm going to go up to the 2nd floor and finish up the episode there with a couple of things. And making some good progress on the Beacon Industries building. It's a tricky building for sure, because it's kind of like first off, it's a really weird design on the exterior, which makes it so the interior has been kind of tricky. But honestly, though, I have to admit, putting together the floor plan and laying everything out, including like elevator, staircases, and like the logistical stuff. Is logistical even a word? I don't even know. But that stuff has actually been not as difficult as I anticipated. I was thinking when I started this interior, I was like, oh man, this is going to be one of the toughest interiors because it's so small and a slender build. It's going to be hard to even add anything on the inside, which is why I was thinking about just like scrapping the build altogether. But once we kind of just, you know, got started on it and put some stuff in on it, there's plenty of space for offices on the interior. There's a nice lobby, and I think we're good. So I'm not too worried about that anymore. I think this is going to be a perfectly good skyscraper for Los Angeles, kind of on the edge of the coast here with the water kind of surrounding it, and we have the beach as well, which is pretty good. So it's good stuff. I'm happy with it, and I want to try to get this one done. Like I said last episode, I was going to get some of this done on my live stream. I didn't work on as much as I had hoped on my 2 live streams over the weekend, but my next streams, I would like to continue to do the interior. I just wasn't really in the mood for building interior on my last live stream, so I was doing some other stuff. But anyway, let's fly up to the top level, and let's fly up, not go up the stairs, let's fly up the elevator. We're going to go up to the top level, and I want to actually work on something all the way up here. So I'm going to go up here, and then I'm going to open this up. And I want to work in this part of the building, because this part is a little crazy. And I have some ideas for it that I've kind of just hinted about, but I haven't really started yet. So I want to finish up the episode by starting this. So it's super dark in here right now, guys, but we're going to fix that right now. And what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to punch open this part right here. So we have the beacon, which I just broke, but we had the beacon right here that stuck through. And let me just kind of break some of this stuff. We'll kind of get this moved a little bit, because I don't really need this. And let me just kind of fix up the roof here so I can modify it a little bit. So we're going to place that there. And then other than that, we're good. This is opening up. And it's an even number in here, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the beacon is going to be a little bit off center, which is unfortunate. You know, I really wish it wasn't, but you know, it is what it is. I could place 4 beacons. Actually, can you even, is that even a thing? Let me actually, I believe it is, if I remember correctly. If I took iron blocks and 4 beacons, and I did something like this, I think if I place 4 beacons, they all shoot up light. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not on the right side. And yep, looks like they're all shooting up light. So we'll do that instead, just so it's the room is a little bit more even, and it makes it actually look even a little bit more powerful than just 1 beacon. So it might look weird with 4 lights, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But anyway, let's do this. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to get a lining of white stained glass, and first off, I'm gonna build a full-blown beacon pyramid in this room, kind of like I guess suspended over the ground. And let's start off with actually some emerald blocks. I want to do something kind of similar to what I did in the Bedrock Tires factory, except for not as malicious of an intent. The Bedrock Tires factory is like basically like a nuclear factory. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this is actually an odd number on this side, so that kind of helps a little bit. But let me just kind of do a box here of some chiseled quartz blocks, which is just kind of crazy to call these things chiseled quartz blocks. We're gonna put this right here. I actually might take this up 1 block actually, and same thing on this side. Take this up, and I will actually probably run that through. This is gonna be like the generator for the thing. So we'll have that below, and then what I'm gonna do now is above this thing, maybe like 2 blocks above it. So we'll start right here. I'm gonna get some cobblestone walls, and this is just me having fun with like experimenting. You know, will this end up turning into something? You know, who knows? Well, hopefully it'll look good. That's really like what I'm asking for here. All right, so we have, let's see, that's gonna be, I believe that's actually even in the room. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 over here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. So actually, you know what? Let's just do 2 beacons instead of 4, because that will make it nice and even in the room, and I think that'll look a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a full reverse pyramid in this place. So I'm going to have this go around the corner, and we're going to fill this all the way in. And it's going to be like, you know, it's basically going to be like a survival beacon that you would see, but I'm just going to add a bunch of like fancy stuff to it to make it look like more interesting. So that's kind of what I'm going for here in this space. And that's like what I want to do with like this whole part of the build. And I can put some things along the walls and stuff, like ventilation and stuff like that, just to make this like look like some sort of you know, reactor power room or something like that. I'm not even going to bother hollowing it out because that's completely pointless in creative mode. Alright, so that's going to be our 2 beacons. I don't know why the second one isn't powering up. Oh, there we go. And so now we kind of have this part figured out. So let me actually connect this here. and connect it right here. So this is kind of like the generator that's holding it up and powering it more or less. So just you have to really make believe here. I'm gonna place some glow under here just to kind of light this place a little bit better. And then I would like to also connect this thing to the wall in a couple of spots here, just so it's being suspended and it's not gonna just like fall randomly if there was like an earthquake or something. That would be bad. So let's just let's suspend this thing. Let's see. So we have to go a couple of blocks over here. So like right there. All right. So that's suspended. Good enough. And then what I'm gonna do now is where the beacons are, I'm gonna place a lining of glass covering the whole thing. And we're gonna have this run all the way through. And I'm gonna make like a maintenance ladder that comes up through here. So don't worry about that. We'll definitely add that in. That's probably like the next thing I'm gonna do. But for today's video, this is what I wanted to do. This was just an idea, like a really tiny idea that I had in my head that I wanted to try out. I was even thinking about making this like a secret at one point, like not actually showing you guys this and just building it. And then it would be something you guys could find in the final download. But I think it's pretty cool to build it on camera. So anyway, basically, you know, we have this whole thing. And then we have the 2 beacons, and this is basically, you know, how the light comes out of the building, and that's what's powering everything. So that's what we're going for. Also, by the way, I need to get some blue stained glass here, and I gotta place these blocks right there just to switch that to blue, and also to kind of cover the thing up. So, and the last blocks I need to place are the cobblestone around the corner here, and just like that, you know, we've changed nothing on the outside, but in the interior, I think we've added something that's kind of cool. So I'm going to add more details to that off camera, like stuff on the walls and things like that, so it's not all just gray. And then I'm going to add a little bit more detail to the thing as well. So I don't even know really what to call that thing. I'm just going to call it like a power reactor or something. I'm not really even sure. But it powers the building. You know, it's like the source for maybe like all it's like a super Wi-Fi machine or something. I don't freaking know, but I thought it'd be something fun to build in like the small part of the Beacon Industries. So with that, guys, I'm going to conclude today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Made some more good progress here on this building. This place is an enigma, but I think it's starting to come together pretty nice. And you guys can let me know what you're thinking about it. So next episode, I might take a break from this and work on something else, or I might start doing some of the office spaces on the interior, because honestly, that's like the last thing we got to do. So thank you guys for watching. It's been Dan Langs. Give this video a like if you did enjoy it. And I look like a giant from this camera perspective standing on the top of that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Give this video a like if you did enjoy it. Leave a question of the day in the comment section. Sorry I haven't gotten to one the last couple of episodes. I'll get to one for next time. So if you have any cool question of the day thoughts, leave one in the comments. I'll kind of sort through those and find one for next episode. And again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on episode 267 in a few days. Have a good day, and peace out.